You know that thing how you can be both grateful and terrified at the same time? I feel excited. Like,
I'm excited too. Good morning, guys. Mary just informed me that this is how she started yesterday's video, so I guess this is just gonna be a thing. When we walk out the door, we'll show you the flowers. Hey, we're getting ready to go. Today's an exciting day. Second vaccine. How you feeling about getting your second vaccine?
you know that thing how you can be both grateful and terrified at the same time?
Yep.
That's me. I know exactly what fever, chills, nausea, headache, vomiting. I know what all of that feels like from my years and years on IV antibiotics when my body has that reaction. So
Yeah. So
all of those symptoms compound and explode in a CF body. And I am not looking forward to that.
yes. Yeah. So 4 weeks ago today, Mary got her first Moderna COVID-19 vaccine, and today is 4 weeks later, which is the timing of the second dose. And
I didn't have much of a reaction at all to the first one, just a normal painful muscle. I wouldn't even say that I had fatigue necessarily, so
yeah,
we don't know what to expect, but
we're aware that some people have kind of a 24 to 48 hour kind of body reaction. Explosion is probably a better term. It's normal as your body's immune system makes antibodies.
yeah, which is what we want.
Yeah, so by saying terrified, it's just aware that that could be.
Well, I mean, yeah, and there's nothing like, I remember so viscerally the feeling of trying to walk from the bed to the bathroom while having this full body reaction at that time to IV antibiotics.
Mm-hmm.
And like, to try to describe the pain and that feeling and like the whole 9 yards, and then getting dehydrated. So I've talked with my CF team and we have a plan of action. Stay hydrated and probably use my J tube for extra hydration, do Tylenol, have pain meds ready, take Benadryl to go to sleep if needed, and get through it.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Part of me wonders if because Mary's immune system is not the best immune system, maybe the reaction won't be so bad, but we will see.
But we do want we want my body to recognize the vaccine and make antibodies. So we don't know what we're hoping for, but we're just hoping to get through the next few days. Usually it takes 12 hours, or I don't know. You don't get a reaction right away, so it probably won't be till tonight that I start having symptoms, if I have symptoms. So we're gonna get through it, and then I'm just really thankful that I have an opportunity to get the vaccine.
And we don't have to drive 2.5 hours this time. We were able to get her second vaccine locally.
Oh.
And so there's a local pharmacy. We were able to cancel her appointment.
Far away.
Far away. Yeah, so that is a huge blessing.
I checked my PFTs last night. Yesterday I lost my voice and I really didn't feel good. But my PFTs were totally stable, identical to what they have been the last 3 months. So that's a great reassurance that my body is good to go, and let's do this. I think my other tactic is to prepare my mind for the worst, so then maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised by mild symptoms. Okay, here we go. Also, side note, I've heard from some friends who have CF that they slept for 36 hours straight and could barely get up the day after sleeping, or I've heard from other people who have a very mild reaction, and I think that, like the vaccine for normal people, the reactions or the immune response varies, and it also varies in CF patients. So there's no like guarantees that because I have CF it'll be terrible, or because I have a bad immune system it'll be fine. It's just a surprise bag. You know, at the Dollar Tree, how that you can buy those surprise bags and you don't know what's in it? That's what we're getting ourselves into. One more thing. I have no doubt that this is the right choice for me. I mean, all of my medical teams have all said, yes, get the vaccine. So for the overall like helping my body thrive as we walk forward, because the pandemic happened and it's not going to disappear, I feel confident that this is the right thing, even if it means a week or more of recovery. I do feel like we both feel confident and thankful that this is an option for me.
So it's really cool how they've like partnered with the community and they are giving vaccines at Chubbys Tacos.
Is that amazing?
Just kidding, there's a pharmacy next door. Yeah.
Okay, we did it. I feel more excited than I thought I would, because we all know that when you get the vaccine, it's not like it's not like this magical bubble around you. Like, we still have to be careful. I still have to be careful not to just catch a cold or flu. Like this.
Yeah,
and
it's not bulletproof, but yeah. The way we've viewed it, and the way we've even viewed today, is like we're taking the next steps that we can.
Yes.
To protect Mary's body, to like manage our risks is what, like,
yes,
this is something I've been thinking about with the whole pandemic, and even now in our like decision to get vaccines, and what that means for us is like we've always had to evaluate our risks. There's always risks, like going out in public, us going to church, like pre-pandemic. There's
Yep.
always like an evaluation of risk. Should Mary wear a mask this morning? It's flu season, like that sort of thing. We're always like thinking about how do we manage the risk, acknowledge the risk, and like basically figure out what's a reasonable amount of risk
Right.
to take. And that's like, that's going to play into our decision going forward when we're both fully vaccinated. The risks will be reduced. There's still risks, but
Yeah,
like it will allow us to be able to take acceptable risks.
Yes, and I think that that's really well said. And yeah, risks are a part of life.
Yeah. And we have to like acknowledge that and embrace it in some ways.
It sort of makes me think of like when we were preparing to go to Scotland, before we decided that we would say yes to that opportunity, we thought automatically it's not an option because of my health. We talked to my CF doctor and my team, and they were like, I think you can do this. I think it would work. And we got connected with the CF doctors there and all of that. Fast forward, there were risks involved. We went, we experienced, my health got bad, we had to come back. But it was like, yes, there are risks, but we have things in place to help minimize the risk or handle the outcome or whatever. And it's that sort of thing where it's like, if we were gonna never take risks, that's not living. But making the wisest decision we can with the information we have at the time.
Yeah.
And taking the next step.
Yeah.
So I feel excited. Like,
I'm excited too.
It's just crazy. Like, in 2 weeks from now, hopefully my body will have recognized this vaccine and I will have antibodies.
Time for lunch. We're home from vaccination day.
This is my
Vaccination day. Gonna put you in the grave. That's our little remix. We stopped and grabbed some deli meat, so we got ham sandwich and turkey sandwich, and we're gonna split them. And guys, I got these at Aldi, Nashville hot chicken flavored kettle chips, and I tried them last night. These taste like a spicy chicken sandwich in a chip. And I'm not mad about it. It's actually pretty good. Can you grab a seltzer? That's what she's doing. Look, I guess we got a little bit of rain because the pollen is now collected into little pools of pollen. Oh my goodness, the cuteness of the poodle sleeping in the sun. And look at this hibiscus tree. It's gonna eventually bloom, I hope.
The other reason I'm so thankful I've been able to get vaccinated is that COVID in post-transplant patients can be a pretty tricky virus to deal with, and you guys know that my sister is 10 years post-transplant, and so I am really, really thankful I was able to get vaccinated so that soon I'm gonna be able to see her and hopefully keep her as safe as possible. Wow, it is so incredibly nice out. Peter's just working out here, and Ollie and Harry just had a meal. We'll keep you guys updated as my body hopefully handles this vaccine, and we'll keep you updated if I end up having any symptoms. But for now, we're gonna say, as always,
we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. Ollie's in the house eating. Let's go say good night. Good night.